What's poppin', sunshines? It's your girl April. Welcome back to another video. And in today's video, we are going to be doing a budget with me. Now, I don't do these very often because my budget pretty much stays the same unless there's a magic month involved or your girl got some extra income besides my dream hustle income. But since we are closing out the year, because it is our last month of the year, I figured I would take you guys into what my budget looks like. So, before I dive into my composition book and my planner, I want to take you guys into a couple of things that I use. So this is my monthly budget breakdown. And so my budget does not change because your girl has a very tight budget because I am low income. This is my main source of income that handles my responsibilities. All of my dream hustle income, which is my preschool, which is the reimbursement that I get from the food program that I use for my preschool, as well as the Ko-fi income, that is all extra bonus money. But this right here is my monthly low income budget, and I'm going to break it down for you. So what I use, you guys, is a wonderful app called Fudget. I was introduced to Fudget by our girl Shay Budgets on YouTube. I have been watching budgeting videos for years, you guys. And when I first started out, I was watching Erica Life Vlogs, Shay Budgets, The Budget Mom, and a whole bunch of other budgeters that are on the tube that have probably been on YouTube for over a decade, I believe. But I use Fudget to break everything down. So here you see, you have my mortgage and cell phone, which is my portion of the bills that I give to my husband. And then my groceries are $400, which includes my preschool groceries because I shop on my Fry's app, which helps me stay within my budget. That's why my groceries is categorized in my fixed expenses and not my variable, because I shop within my app and I do grocery pickup. So I do not go over my 300 grocery budget for the groceries. My subscriptions are $55. That's all of my subscriptions that I pay for in my Bank of America app. The gas, me and my husband share a vehicle, so I contribute $35 to the gas. Household, family care, hygiene, I budget $100. And sometimes, you guys, sometimes this category doesn't even have any spending. And so my surplus sometimes is really nice. Family fun and eating out is $100. Fridays are when we generally eat out, but we eat out at McDonald's and we all eat from the Happy Meal because where we go, the Happy Meals are $3, you guys. And so 3 of us get a meal for $9. And if my husband wants a coffee, then the most I'm spending is $12 for our eating out. So our eating out or family fun for like any activities is $100. Now that brings us to our savings bill. My savings bill for paycheck 1 is $247. And then savings bill number 2 is $70. So these are bills that are non-negotiable that I allocate to my savings account. Whether I'm getting this amount from my income or not, your girl is saving this amount for my savings bill. Now we come to shopping. Shopping is $235. And the $35 is allocated to my girl's allowance because I do give my girls an allowance. My oldest gets $20 a month and my youngest gets $10 a month. And then the other $200 is whatever I want to whether I want to spoil myself, books, things like that. It's basically, it's my fun money to play with. Then I have my Ally subscriptions. I transfer this over to my YOLO account because I do have my Canva comes out of there, my my iPhone, and the monthly insurance that covers the iPhone comes out of there. And then something else I'm paying for that I can't think of at the top of my head. It's $45. And then I have my PTO. So at the beginning of the month, I transfer over $50 to my savings account to cover paid time off because I've used up all of my hours at my job. And I have zero here because my PTO comes from my rollover or my surplus, or I say buffer. So this is a breakdown. So this is why I don't do monthly budget with me's, because my budget is the same. Because I work 40 hours a week. It's rare that I take a day off because I work overnight. And so it's very, very rare. And if I do take off, I'm using my hours. So I love this app. I have it on my phone and it helped me set up my 3-month expenses on how much I needed to set aside and how much I need to save and do to get to that 3 months of expenses goal. But I use this religiously, you guys. I've been using Fudget for years. And it really is a game changer if you are a digital budgeter like me, because I do not use cash, real cash anyway. I use prop money. All right, so this is just to help me. My monthly budget is to help me visualize how everything is going to be coming, because I am a visual learner and I'm a hands-on learner. I have to write everything out, and my writing, I do it twice, and we're about to get into that. So hopefully that made sense, you guys. It made sense. Next, I want to show you, this is my money allocation and YouTube video checklist. So these are all of my binders that you see right here. And next to it, it lets you know how much money each of these categories are going to get. And I revamped this because I did get a new student at my preschool. So my extra saving money is now increased. And since we are getting to the end of the year, I am restarting my holiday binder, because for those of you who are new, I did hit my holiday binder goal, and so I didn't need to stuff it because I save $500 a year for Christmas. And I also save, I have a holiday sinking fund that has extra money that goes into my holiday binder as well. And so I hit my goal. I had $590. I spent 86 of that for Thanksgiving, for our Thanksgiving meal. And so I'm still at 500. Me and my husband go half on everything, whether it's buying gifts for our mom, the kids, or any family. We are a team like that. And so this helps me because, you guys, I have ADHD and I'm a little bit scatterbrained. And I'm very forgetful. So if I don't write it down, if I don't have a system in place, then the chaos comes to play. So this helps me with being organized, and it probably looks crazy, but there is a method to the madness. And I keep this on my windowsill so that I can see it. And I use my my dry erase marker to check things off. And so I can just wipe it off at the end of the month. All right. So this helps me here because I have to write everything out. So let me give you guys a peek at November's. So October, I write here the income that basically the first of the month, I look at all the income that I earned from the previous month. So October, October, I earned $1,200 from my preschool. For Ko-fi, I earned $154. And then the food program, I got reimbursed $160. It's not really reimbursed. I got paid $162.36. And so this is the extra income that I have earned that is not a part of my regular job that helps me survive. And so I write everything out. I write the date, like when I transfer everything, because it gets crazy because I be transferring a lot. So that's just a sneak peek. All right, so let's get into it. I actually have to go in and check to see when my Kindle Unlimited comes out, because your girl just restarted this, because my goal is to read at least 5 books a month, along with purchasing physical books to stock up my library, because your girl loves books. And so I didn't write the date, but I think it's going to be like the 6th, if memory is, told you, girl mind be gone. All right, so I write everything out here, and then I go into my planner, and then I write it here. And so the green represents fixed, pink is saving, bill, and transfers, purple is variable, and blue is income. These stickers here are for when I do my savings for my from my paychecks. Here, this Apple, I'm gonna update this because this is for November's. They pulled it out on the 2nd. They pulled it out on the 2nd because see here, this $5 is supposed to be, and I round up, you guys, because I'm in the roundup with my bank. And so I just do $5. I just round it up so I don't have any change. But this came out of my account, but it's November's Apple charge. And so this will be December. So that's why I needed to write that so I didn't forget. So this is what it's looking like, my calendar. My Dream Hustle income was $1,050. Food program, I earned $132.48. And then in my Ko-fi income, your girl earned $212. Now, here's the fun thing about Ko-fi. So in order to make the website your own, you can opt in to do a 5% donations to Ko-fi. Now, you don't have to do that. You can use Ko-fi free of charge, but your girl wanted to decorate it herself, and so I do that. So it's really less than this, but I move over and I count all of it. Hopefully that made sense. So even though I'm getting less than this because they take 5% of all of the sales, I just count all of it as the income. That's just how I do it. Right here, it says, I'm grateful for everything and I'm excited about the new year. And so here, this is basically a more organized view of this. That's basically what this is. And so this is how I budget all of my things. All right. So for Sun and Shine, I pay myself $650 and it goes towards my spending, which is my YOLO account. My Was Poppin' Sunshine Cash bucket got $240. My 3-month expense, it has $100. $60 went to education, $80 went to my van, $60 went to oh shit. Now, I had a very nice surplus of rollover money from November to December. So your girl treated herself to additional $160 to do whatever I want to do with it. So this represents the transfers that I have done from my account. IG, I got $37 with my Save With Me, and then I had another $45 of bonus savings. My group play I completed, so it was $15, and I moved that from my Once Poppin' Sunshine to my education bucket. Taxes, I transferred $150, and PTO, $50 for my preschool. And then Bank of America PTO, which is my regular job, I transferred $50 to my PTO. And so here I have to write, because Ally subscriptions, I transferred that, I transferred that over today to cover all of my subs that are coming out. All right. And so there is that. So I did that. I transferred that over today. Tomorrow is payday. So I pre-wrote this so I didn't have to do it tomorrow. Well, it's going to be in my account basically tonight. And so 120 goes to Bank of America, and it covers my Potter binder, my Save That Shit binder, and my Christmas binder. 135 goes to Ally, 80 is for sinking funds, 40 is for my tinies, and 15 is for my group play, but I send it over to my What's Poppin' Sunshine Cash bucket. So this is basically what my budget looks like. And again, the reason why I don't do these monthly is because it's very much the same. There really is no deviation from my budget unless I'm getting like extra money. And so my goal for the new year is that, so for example, next month is a magic month for me. And so I will do a budget with me where I am allocating that magic month money. And then I will do a budget with me, which it's called my bucket check-in. So it's basically, you guys are going to see month to month how my buckets increase or decrease. So that's the new content that I am bringing. But I wanted to do this budget with me just so I can show you guys how I budget everything and what it looks like. And then I also go in, for example, this is my PTO binder. And so I have my 50 already here for Bank of America. And then I have my 50 here from my business account. And so what I do is I use all of this that I wrote to make sure that I have all of the money in the binders ready to go for when I film. So for right now, I need to get the money for my sinking funds, my Ko-fi sinking funds binder. I need to get the money for that. And so I'm going to do that right now before I get off of here. So Canva is, so I need 10, 15, 10, 15, 10, 15, and I need 2 5s. All right. And so this will help me for when it's time for me to do my cash stuffing. And this is supposed to be $60. So we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, and 60. So I have $60 here. That I will put in here for when it is time for me to do my cash stuffing, which I do on Instagram. And so that's pretty much basically what I do. So this is my sinking funds binder. Do I have the money? I do. I have the money already ready to go for December's filming. Let's check out the oh shit. We have the IOU. And that's, I said, oh shit is supposed to get $60. And so we're going to do 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, And then we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 for 60. All right, and then let's recount that again. And so we have 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, because that was $10. And so I just put this here because this helps me stay organized, you guys, like, because I need to be organized. All right, and then so next I have this is my 100 envelope binder, and this needs $60 as well. And so we'll do 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 45, 45, 55, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 60. All right. And then this will go in here. So you guys, this is pretty much basically what I have to do to stay organized. I do this all behind the scenes, and sometimes I forget, as you guys see in my video, and I'm getting the money because I had so much on my plate, I forgot to do it. So I hope you guys like this insight to how I organize everything and how I do my finances every month. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.